All right. Turn on the light. And let me pin myself so y'all can see me. All right. I keep acquiring more and more fitness equipment. It keeps getting harder and harder to fit it in, so that's my new step. But we'll figure out how we fit this all to keep getting more. All right, anyways. Let's just take a stretch up and wake the body up. Clasp the hands, take them over the head. Take them out. Take the hands, drop them behind us. Stretch, open up that chest. Take a quick bend to the side. Bend to the other side. Let's repeat that one more time. We're going to come to face the side. And we're going to gently come down to the floor. And we're going to start here today. So first things we're going to do, take our legs into a nice tabletop. And take the arms above our head. And to wake our body up, we're going to do some fun dead bug stiff, aka take one leg out while the other hands go back. Take the other leg out. I'm holding my core nice and tight, keeping my feet at around the same height as they are on tabletop. Keep that core nice and engaged. Really take the hands all the way back. We're going to do this for another 10 seconds or so. So hold it on. Last 6 seconds. And 1. Take the arms down. We're going to lift the legs up to the ceiling now. And what we're going to do is we're going to create little scissors as we go down. So we're going to open them up, open and close, but we're also going to cut with our scissors down and then cut back up. Up to you how low you want to go. Takes more ab control the lower you go, just like the limbo. It's harder when you go lower. Bring them up slowly and with control. Then scissor them out and bring them up. So if you're going lower, you might need to do a few more scissors than if you're just going a little bit. Make sure you're keeping the lower back in a neutral position, which means not arching it. Bring them down, bring them up. Let's do a few more. And let's come down one more time and up one more time. Take the legs down, hug them into the chest for a moment. Roll a little bit on your back. Give yourself a lower back massage. And we're going to take one leg out, straight, and lift it up a little bit off the mat, and lift our head and our shoulders up. And we're going to pulse towards us, and then we're going to switch. So 2 little pulses, and then we switch. The rest of our body, our trunk is staying stable as the legs move. And we're thinking long and shooting energy out of those legs that are extended. And I'm grabbing just below my knee. Again, more ab strength, take the legs lower, a little more gentle on the abs if you take them higher. We're going to do 8 more here, and then we're going to straighten those legs. So this is our last 4, last 2, last 1. Same thing, now we're taking our legs to a straight position, but 2 pulses and switch. You can always grab on your upper thigh if it's not possible to reach your calf or your ankle. And again, you get to decide how far to bring down the leg that's going out. Keep breathing. We're going to go for 8 more, and then we'll take a little rest. Take them up, gently tuck them in. Drop them to the floor. Take your legs hip distance apart. Press those heels down into the mat, and we're just going to give our hip flexors a break because there's a lot of like scrunchiness in what we were just doing. It's not a word, but we're going to lift up. Feel a little bit of a lengthening in the hip flexors. Should feel really, really nice. Oh, that's what I imagine you all are saying. We're going to lower down, and we're going to lift again. Not like that. I was just double checking there was no one in the waiting room because I think we're still in that. Well, we're probably not in that phase anymore. I think it's late enough that everyone who's here is here. And let's do one more time. And lower. Awesome, awesome job. Woo! All right. Take the legs out, stretch them long, stretch the arms out long behind you. And we're going to roll up. October, so we are zombies, vampires, and whatnot, because I'm going to milk that all month. So take the arms up, lift yourself up. You should not be doing what I just did. You should really be pulling from the abs and not let those legs lift. Stretch forward and gently lower down. If that feels like too much, take it part way. So maybe you only want to come up to here and then lower back down and work on the strength there. And then we're going to lower down vertebrae by vertebrae. We are using the arms. We're not like overly swinging them, but they are propelling us a little bit. Brains. I'm obsessed with the Halloween stuff. So, hence brains as we come up every time. Lower it down. Take those arms up. Lift yourself up. Then draw yourself forward a little bit before you roll back down. I'm going to do 5 more of these. Exhale, power yourself up. Inhale at the top, and then exhale, power yourself down. Control. We should have 3 more to go if I counted properly. Two more. Keeping those legs nice and long on the floor. And take it up for our last one, and then take it down. Awesome, awesome work. Take the arms out to a T, and we're gonna come back to our handy dandy trusty tabletop again. And we're gonna drop the knees down towards one side, not all the way, and then pull the legs up using our core, drop them to the other side, pull them up. If you have a yoga block and you wanna add a little bit of inner thigh work, you stick the yoga block on your inner thighs, and then you're squeezing to hold that block and make it not fall. So that's a way to add something. If you don't have a yoga block, you probably have a book that's a soft cover, maybe. If Kindle has not eclipsed your library, and you could use that too. Or anything that's kind of light, but gives you a little bit of awareness of those inner thighs. Great work. Keep those shoulders on the mat. Don't let them come off. The action is happening from the middle part of your spine and below. Your shoulders and cervical spine are just hanging out and not really participating. They're just accompanying and sitting here while all the rest of us do stuff. Let's keep going. Let's do 4 more, so 2 more per side. And then this is our last one. And now we're gonna let ourselves go all the way down, just give ourselves a little bit of a stretch. So knees are down, we're twisting across the back, looking the other way if possible, keeping those shoulders in the mat. Lift those legs on up, and we're gonna drop them all the way in the other direction and look away from those legs. All right, we're gonna come onto our side now for a few things. First thing we're gonna do is do a little bit of work with our adductors. So we're gonna take our top leg and put it down in front of us. You can prop up a little bit on your arm if that's comfortable. And then you're going to take your bottom leg, you're gonna flex that foot, and you're gonna think about the heel coming up first. So we're not gonna lead with the toe. We're just thinking about the heel coming up and then lowering and lifting it as high as it can go and then lowering. Keep breathing. This is 8. We're gonna go to 16. You can do it. Think about that heel up still and that foot flexed. And 16. Take it down. We're gonna do one more thing on this side before we flipperoo over, and it's going to involve us kind of planking. So we're gonna come up to sort of like more like a kickstand, I guess you can say. So shoulder over wrist, and then your other leg is just sort of a little bit of a kickstand so that the other leg can come out. Stacking those shoulders. What you're gonna do is you're gonna flex the foot and bring it forward, point it, and send it behind you. Keeping the core stable, so we're not moving the core too much, we're just moving the leg. Flex forward, point back. We're doing this for 16 also. We're about halfway there. Keep going. All I can hear is my foot making weird creaking noises on the mat. It's October, because it's like a weird creaky noise. Therefore, everything is creepy and creaky. 13, 14, 15, and 16. Woo! One more thing. We're gonna lower and lift on this leg, but only for 10, just because I'm gonna be nice. And then we're gonna do it all on the other side. This is 9, and this is 10. Gently sit on down. Take a second and just bend to one side. Feel a stretch along your obliques. And now we gotta lie down on the other side. So come around, find yourself back down. Get comfy, I guess, as comfy as we can get. Taking that top foot up front, and then the back leg, or the bottom leg rather, is gonna be flexed. Thinking about the heel pointing up. And we're lifting and lowering the straight leg for 16. Great work. We're halfway there. Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. All right, we're gonna come up into our kickstand pseudo plank. So shoulder and wrist in a line, foot is wherever it needs to be to support you. Hips stacked, shoulders stacked, legs coming up. We're flexing forward and pointing back. This one is for 16, and then we get to cheat and do it for 10. Not really cheat, it's just it doesn't match the other numbers. Great work. Flex front, point back. Getting there. Last 4 coming up. This is 15 and 16. Take the foot back here where it started, and we're gonna raise and lower for 10. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Take it down. Take the other arm in the air. Stretch yourself over to this side. Feel a little bit relaxed. And come on up. We're taking our feet forward into a not super wide straddle, just like a narrow straddle. You're gonna sit up nice and tall, flex those feet so those heels are really shooting out towards other ends of the room. Shoulders down, arms out. We're gonna do the saw, Pilates saw. So we're gonna rotate towards one side, bend forward and take our hand past our pinky toe. Come up and twist front. Go the other way. Oops, that's the wall. Come on forward, come on up and center. Never mind. So I step forward a little bit, it kind of got wider. So we're gonna keep this going, keep those feet flexed. Don't let them get lazy. And rotate. Let's do 2 more on each side. Really reach, think about reaching beyond those pinky toes. Last one. Let's just shake the legs out, take those legs in, take a quick break, take ourselves into a butterfly and just stretch forward for a moment and just let your body relax over the feet. Come on up. We're gonna come down again and do a little bit of Pilates teaser. So we're gonna take our legs and our arms up, and then we're gonna lower. And then lift up, arms and the legs, and lower. This feels like a lot. You can lift up with just one leg. And then we'll just have you do like 4 and then switch them. And then you would switch to the other leg, like this. Or if you'd like, and you feel like you're good with the double leg, you can certainly do those as well. Great work. Keep challenging yourself. Let's do a few more. Let's do 4 more. 2 and 1. Woo! Take a rest, roll over onto your stomachs. We're going to start with taking our feet about shoulder distance apart. Our legs are straight, a tiny bit pointed out. We're going to touch our heels together, pressing our pubic bone into the mat. Head will be down for you guys, I'm just talking. And as you press your pubic down, you're going to lift your feet so that forces your upper legs to lift a bit. So it's a little tiny lift. It's not like something huge. So press that pelvis into the mat as you lift. That activates the glutes. Should activate the quads, hamstrings a little bit. Let's do 2 more. And gently take them down. Now we're going to do little swims just with our lower body. So we're going to have our hands as our pillow, press into the mat with our pelvis, lift the legs up, and we're going to do 4 swims. Well, not really 4 because it keeps repeating. So infinite swims, little kicks. Keep breathing. We're going to change it up. Now we're going to do 4, 3, 4, and then touch in and out. And then 4 counts, and then take the legs in and out. 4 counts, in and out. 4 counts, legs in and out. We're going to do that 4 more times. Then we'll do some upper body stuff. 2 more. Last set. Woohoo! And in and out and lower. All right. Arms out in front of you. We're going to lift ourselves up. Take the arms back behind us like we're having wings. Take them back front and lower. Up, wings, and lower. Remember to think long when you come up so that you don't scrunch the vertebrae of your back. So only go as far as you feel that you can support with those abs. It's okay if you're down here. Just focus on that strength. While you're doing this, you're still pressing that pelvis into the mat. Those glutes are still engaged. Those lower legs are still engaged. They're not moving, they're static, but they're not asleep. Keep them included. Let's do 4 more. 3, 2. Last one. We're going to lift both our arms and legs, and you're either going to stay there, or you're going to extend the stretch. So you're going to come up and stay here, or if you feel that you're able to safely, you can grab your feet, pressing that pelvic bone into the mat, lift those feet up a bit higher, and then you're rocking a little bit on your pelvis. This is totally optional. If this does not feel like it's something that you can do today, you can work towards it, and if that's the case, just stay here. So you're either going to be in your Superman or extend it up. And hold for 5 more, wherever you're at. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower with control. Gently push yourself back into a shell pose, otherwise known as child's pose. That'll let your back flex because it just was extending for a little bit. And you want to balance it out. And breathe with that forehead onto the mat. Pushing down through your butt into your heels. Take your arms out, walk them towards one side of the body. Gently drop your hips towards the opposite side of the body. So my arms are towards the right and my hips are dropping a little bit left. So we're getting a nice long length stretch here. Bring the hips back center and walk the hands center. Walk the hands to the left. Let those hips come to the right. So now you've got that opposition on the other side. Hold it. And then bring it back center. Gently roll up to seated. Take your shoulders forward, or up and forward, I should say. Take them up and back. Gently drop your neck towards one side. Bring it up, gently drop it towards the other side. Lift it. Take those arms up nice and tall above your head. Bring them down. Take a nice breath. Round that back in. Sit up nice and tall. And then let's just take a stretch to one side and the other. And up. Other way. And then let's repeat that one more time. All right. Hopefully you feel like your core got some good work in. Thanks you all for joining, and see you all soon. Tomorrow is Rise and Stretch. Thursday is abs, and then all the other things on the schedule. So, one and all.
Thanks, Julie.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
See y'all.